Hey guys, if you guys have a cartridge filter like this for your swimming pool and you've ever wanted to know how to replace it or just clean it, stay with me in this video. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it. Every homeowner should know how to change or clean their filter. If you think you're up for the challenge and you want to learn how to do it, stay with me in this video and we'll tackle it together. I'll show you how simple it is to do. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. To all my long-time subscribers, welcome of course. And if you're new to the channel, I'm glad you found it. And if you do enjoy it, please don't forget, subscribe to stay up to date with all my DIY content and reviews as I do everything related to DIY around the house. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to replace your cartridge filter in your pool. This is a project that every homeowner should know how to do. And if you have one of these things here, I'm going to show you the steps that I use and the steps that you can follow to make this an easy replacement if you have to replace it or if you just need to clean it. Either way, I'm going to show you guys how to do it and make it super simple as usual. As usual, I'm going to leave links in the description to anything that I use in this video. All right, so without further ado, let me show you how to clean this filter. First things first, if you guys have a panel like this, you want to go ahead and turn off your pool pump. Put it into service mode or timeout mode, whatever you want to do, just turn your pump off. Once you got your pump turned off, you can go ahead and jump to the next step. Next up, I want you to look on top of your filter. You should have a pressure gauge. This is what's going to tell you if you need to replace your filter. What you want to do is make sure that you know where your working pressure is. Mine is around 10. So if your pressure gets 5 or 10 PSI more, then you know it's time to change your filter. Next up, you're going to look and see if you see a pressure relief valve on top of your tank. What you want to do next is you want to go ahead and open this tank. And you can hear it releasing all the pressure that's inside of your tank. Well, you know you get all the pressure relief when the pump stops bubbling, then you're good to go to move on to the next step. If you ever need to replace your filter, what you want to do is you want to look somewhere on your filter housing and you should have a label that looks something like this. And on here, this one is punched out. This is the exact filter that you're going to need. So you can either take a picture of this and search it on Amazon or take it to your local pool store and they'll be able to match you up with the correct filter. Or if this is all faded and you can't find the model number, just take your filter out once we get to that step and take it to your local pool store and they'll be able to match it up for you and tell you which filter you need to get. All right, now that we got our filter off and everything is good to go and our pressure relief is open, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to have to remove this binding that's around our filter. Mine is a spin binding. You may have a collar that you have to loosen with a wrench. However, you need to remove this. In my case, I'm going to squeeze these two tabs here and I'm going to rotate it like this until it's completely off. And once I have it like this, then I'm ready to go ahead and separate the top half from the bottom half. All right, now we can separate the top from the bottom. All you got to do is pull up on the top half like this and you should be good to go. And just like that, you've got the top removed and now you have access to your filters. Now you want to look for the drain port on your filter and this should be hand tightened, so you should be able to just turn it and loosen it to drain any excess water that's inside of your filter. Just remove it and then you can go ahead and move on to the next step. All right, now we can go ahead and slide our filter out. All you need to do is pick up on your filter and pull it right out and set it to the side. In my case, I have this small strainer here that I'm going to clean as well as this whole piece for the housing here. So I want to go ahead and remove it and it should just pull up and you should be able to slide this out of the filter as well. And you can see I got a bunch of debris on this as well. So we're going to clean this as well. Now that we got all the parts disassembled, I like to use a regular garden hose. I have this attachment that I put on here. So what I want to do is start with a wide spray range and I want to clean off all the parts that's not the filter first and then set them aside. And if you notice here, I have this little filter that's on the top of my inner filter. I'm going to go ahead and wash that off first. And then I'm just going to wash down the centerpiece for my filter cartridge, washing any debris that's on the filter itself. Once I have the inner piece of the cartridge washed off, you can go ahead, set this aside. And then I'm going to give the inside of the filter a wash out just to make sure, just to get it clear of any debris that it might potentially have. This is usually pretty empty, but I like to just wash it out just in case. And once I'm done with that, you can go ahead, set this to the side. And now it's time for the filter itself. And as you can see here, this filter is pretty dirty. I have a bunch of debris on the outside of the filter. I know you guys have seen on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube this machine that you can set your filter on that makes it super easy, where you just start on the top, spray your filter, and the filter rotates as you spray the water on it. If you guys are interested in getting one of those things, I'm going to be working on another video that's going to show you guys how you guys can build this yourself for a fraction of the cost, because these things aren't cheap. Of course, as a DIYer, I'm going to show you guys how you could make one of these on your own. So if you're interested, stick around, subscribe to the channel, so when that video goes live, you'll be able to have access to it and be able to follow along and clean your filter by yourself. So what I want to do is I want to adjust the nozzle, if you can see it here, till it's almost a stream, where it's a single stream like that. It's got medium pressure, it's not too hard. But what you want to do next is you want to start by rinsing down the filter from the top to the bottom. And as you can see, it's going to push all the debris out of the filter itself. And all you want to do is work your way all the way around until the filter is completely clean. The thing about this is, it takes a little bit of time because obviously you want to get in between each pleat. But the idea is just take your time, work your way around, starting from the top to the bottom, and you'll notice that the filter, as time goes by, gets wider and wider and wider. Once you're pretty much done rinsing off your filter and you're pretty much certain that the water is coming out clear, then you're pretty much good to go. And the only thing left to do now is to put our filter back in. And I'm going to show you the final steps that I use to prepare to get the filter completely replaced and get the pump running and back to normal. All right, now that you guys got your filter clean, there's just a few more steps before we get to put this thing back together. The one thing I like to do first is to rinse out my filter housing. Sometimes there's leaves and stuff in there. All you want to do is give it a nice little rinse and it will come out from the drain hole that you removed earlier. Now, before we start putting our filter back together, I want to talk to you guys about something. This thing is called Magic Lube, right? And this thing will preserve all the gaskets. Now, you have a couple gaskets. One is located here around the drain plug, and another gasket is located here around the rim of the filter tank. So what I like to do is I like to take a little bit of the Magic Lube, and I'll just run it around the edge of my gasket for my drain plug before I put it back in. That way it will preserve the drain plug and maintain that seal so your gaskets don't erode over time. Again, you want to repeat the same process, taking a little bit of the Magic Lube and rub it around on the gasket that's around the filter. And this will help preserve your gasket over time so that it doesn't deteriorate. All these things are just little maintenance tips that's going to preserve the longevity of your filter and your filter housing over time. One more thing I wanted to show you guys. After you have your filter clean, if you notice here on the top of your filter, it says top. So there is a right side to this and a wrong side. Make sure that the portion that's labeled top is obviously faced towards the top. We're going to go ahead and install our drain plug, screwing it back into our drain. And again, this is just hand tight. You don't have to use a wrench or anything on it. Just tighten it up with your hand until it's nice and snug, and then you're done with it. Next, we're going to put the interior portion for our filter back in, and this thing usually lines up in grooves and you can feel it snap in. Once it's in, you just make sure that you push down on it until it's correctly seated. Next, you're going to take your filter, slide it over the top. Be careful not to pinch your fingers. Let it go. Once it's on nice and snug, you're done with half the battle. We can go ahead and put the cover back on for our filter. Now we can go ahead and put the cover back on, and the cover lines up the same way as you did when you removed it. What you want to do is line it up over the gasket, and then you just want to push down until it's seated firmly. Make sure, check all around to make sure that it's nice and firm and seated nice and easy. And then we can slide the retaining ring back on. Rotate it until it clicks into place. And now it's locked in. Now the only thing left to do is turn on our pump. Once our pump turns back on, you're going to give it some time. You're going to hear your pump start up, and the pump is going to fill up. And once it starts to fill up, it's going to start filling up your filter basket. And you're going to want to make sure that you wait for the pressure relief valve to start pouring water before you turn it off. And now you can see on the pressure relief valve, you can hear it gushing, and it's going to fill up the tank and spray water. Once it starts spraying water, you can go ahead and shut it off. And once that's done, you know that your filter is full and you're back into regular operating mode. So now that we're done with that, your filter has been replaced. Guys, save this video. This is what you're going to use whenever you want to replace or clean your filter from here on out. Obviously, if you're replacing the filter, you can skip the cleaning part. You just pop the new filter in. There's only 3 things to remember whenever you're replacing or cleaning your filter. 1, make sure you replace that drain plug, because if you don't, you're going to empty your pool and you're going to have a bigger problem. 2, you want to make sure that whenever you insert the filter, you make sure that the top side is facing up. Like I showed you, most of the filters, if not all, will be labeled top and bottom, so you can't get confused. And last but not least, make sure that the pressure relief valve on your tank is closed after it starts spraying water. If not, again, you're going to empty your pool and you're going to have water everywhere. And that's pretty much it. Cleaning your filter has never been easier, and it should not be intimidated. It's something you definitely can do by yourself as a homeowner and as a DIYer. All right? If you guys found this helpful, please don't forget, give me a thumbs up, like this video, and share it with your friends. And stay tuned for more DIY tips and tricks and all things DIY that I do around the house. Also, there's a bunch of pool videos that I have out, especially since I got my pool installed, that you guys can go and check out. There should be pop-ups here or links in the description if you guys are interested in learning more about maintaining your own pool, cleaning your pool, and little tips and tricks that I've found along the way that may be helpful to you. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next video.